Impact of lotus textile industry on the environment and environmental protection measures in the industry. The textile industry, including the production of silk, has a significant impact on the environment. The production of silk requires the use of large amounts of natural resources such as water, energy, and raw materials, which can have negative impacts on the environment. In addition, the use of chemicals and dyes in silk production can also have negative impacts on the environment, including water pollution and soil contamination. In this essay, we will examine the environmental impact of the silk industry and explore the measures being taken to reduce its impact and promote sustainable production practices. One of the main environmental impacts of the silk industry is the use of water. Silk production requires large amounts of water for the cultivation of mulberry trees, the primary food source for silkworms, and for the rearing of silkworms themselves. The use of water in silk production can lead to water scarcity and depletion, particularly in areas with limited water resources. To address this challenge, silk producers are adopting sustainable water management practices, such as rainwater harvesting, drip irrigation, and water recycling, to reduce water use and promote water conservation. Another environmental impact of the silk industry is the use of energy. Silk production requires energy for the spinning, weaving, and finishing of silk fabrics, as well as for transportation and distribution. The use of energy in silk production can contribute to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. To address this challenge, silk producers are adopting renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power, to reduce their carbon footprint and promote sustainable development. The use of chemicals and dyes in silk production is another environmental impact of the silk industry. These chemicals can have negative impacts on the environment and human health, including water pollution and soil contamination. To address this challenge, silk producers are adopting sustainable production practices, such as organic farming and the use of eco-friendly dyes. They are also investing in research and development of new technologies and processes that can reduce the use of chemicals in silk production. In addition to these measures, the silk industry is also promoting sustainable development through the adoption of sustainable production standards and certification schemes. These standards and certification schemes help to ensure that silk production is carried out in an environmentally friendly and socially responsible manner. Examples of these standards include the Global Organic Textile Standard, GOTS, which sets environmental and social criteria for the production of organic textiles, and the Fair Trade Textile Standard, which ensures fair wages and working conditions for textile workers. Moreover, the silk industry is also promoting sustainable development through the development of sustainable supply chains. Sustainable supply chains aim to reduce the environmental and social impacts of production and distribution by promoting transparency, accountability, and collaboration among stakeholders. Silk producers are working with suppliers, manufacturers, and retailers to ensure that sustainability is integrated throughout the supply chain, from the cultivation of mulberry trees to the distribution of finished silk products. In conclusion, the silk industry has a significant impact on the environment, including the use of natural resources, the emission of greenhouse gases, and the use of chemicals and dyes. However, the industry is taking steps to reduce its impact and promote sustainable production practices. These measures include the adoption of sustainable water management practices, the use of renewable energy sources, the adoption of sustainable production standards, and the development of sustainable supply chains.